Next up, we have Skylar.
Thank you so much for having me speak, giving me the pleasure of having this platform. I wrote a speech. It is called "The Fight for Medicare for All is a Class War on Multiple Fronts."
Yeah!
Capitalism, an economic framework so advanced that people need to make a GoFundMe campaign to afford surgery. Plutocracy, a government so just that our taxes go up, the ruling class get tax breaks, and all of it goes to policing and perpetual war machines committing genocide one after another throughout American history. Privatization, an economic policy so realistic that Flint, Michigan, still, after a whole decade, does not have clean drinking water. Big shout out to Darnell Earnley for raising an entire generation of children on trihalomethane. We must recognize this for what it is. The struggle for medical health care for all is a class struggle. Oftentimes, families are utterly decimated because people can't afford the mounting cost of insurance companies refusing to cover even when those same insurance companies assume their role of the middleman. This is because it is a form of extortion through coercion. With such a global superpower, such as the U.S. empire, with the capacity to invade Latin American countries, to extract labor and resources by overthrowing multiple governments with the help of our own very own CIA, do the exact same thing in Iran in the 1950s, to do the same exact thing in Afghanistan in the 1980s, to do the exact same thing throughout our entire country's history, throughout the whole world, yet the government can't provide health care to all of its people?
Bullshit.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Even Israel, a violent, bloodthirsty nation state that my own grandfather is older than, gives free health care to his own citizens as a condition for being automatically conscripted into committing wholesale genocide. And I say wholesale genocide, by the way, because while Israeli citizens are using AI to bomb Palestinian children from miles away, depriving Palestinians of fresh food and drinkable water, and perpetuate the spread of diseases by burning down hospital after hospital all across Gaza. You know who is funding all of that?
We are.
Our taxpayer dollars. And yet we don't get access to free health care or health care for all. Class warfare exists here at home as well. Recently in the city of Bangor, our city government decided to use our taxpayer dollars to close Camp Hope, one of the remaining few places where unhoused residents from our community had left to go. Shout out to Jenna Jones.
Boo!
Many of whom are disabled and are in desperate need of help. Desperate need of a roof over their head. The city government of Bangor should recognize that its actions earlier this week with the sweeping is in direct odds with the people of Bangor and the community that we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Jenna Jones is serious about restorative justice, so she can appear on TV and convey a thin veneer of philanthropy, then instead of using vouchers that would house some, it should house everybody. I used to live in Los Angeles, mostly in the 818 for those in the know. I was also homeless, on and off from 2010 to 2020. While we can see with our very eyes the contradiction of the city of Bangor increasing the police budget by an estimate of $2 million between the years of 2023 and 2025, the city of Los Angeles decided to do the same thing, but we're talking an increase by $160.5 million, bringing it up to $2.14 billion for the police in 2025. And this is in spite of the fact that the city of Los Angeles decided to side with gentrifying landlords and vulture capitalists by allowing them to raise rent again and increasing the homeless population.
Fuck LAPD!
Google LASD gang! I hate the LAPD especially. The city government also did this to the police budget, despite the city actually being in a financial crisis to bail out police officers who are being charged with excessive use of force. Even the recent Los Angeles fires, the fire department saw a $17.6 million decrease, meaning teenagers in juvenile hall were the ones who were tasked with putting out those 4 Los Angeles fires in that region.
Jesus.
Even the sitting mayor tried to ban COVID masks before herself getting COVID-19. And this is the current mayor, by the way. So when I was unhoused in Los Angeles, I accidentally stumbled onto Skid Row. I had an appointment with the Section 8 housing, which at the time, at the peak of the COVID pandemic in 2020, and it had a 15-year wait list.
Jesus.
As I walked back to the bridge to which I was sleeping under at the time, I saw people on Skid Row, and I want Jenna Jones to know that what I saw, there was not people who were looking to steal from me, or to lie to me, or to send harm to me. No, I did not see people who were criminals. Instead, I saw entire families whom the capitalist system failed.
Yeah.
Even seeing a woman's dog vomiting as she was trying to get him into the veterinary clinic in hope of saving his life. That and many other moments throughout my life radicalized me. My heart goes to the people of Bangor because this is a pain that I myself am too familiar with. People sometimes like to tell me that things in Maine are not as bad as Los Angeles, but this is just not true. It is the same plutocratic system that prioritizes the interests of the rich, but gives the major middle finger to the poor. This is why the struggle for medical care for all is a struggle on multiple fronts, from winning back access to abortion, to winning back gender-affirming care, to comprehensive sex education. We're talking about fighting the profitable interests of the ruling class, the billionaire class, so that everyone, not just some, not just a select few, can have a chance at survival and success. But that doesn't end with liberal reform. We must recognize that the entire structure is designed to work for the ruling class.
Yeah.
Restorative justice should not just be a mere publicity stunt. It is a community effort, like you guys. I don't think Jenna Jones or anyone who works for the police industrial complex will understand. Medical health care for all. Abolish the capitalist system and solidarity forever. Thank you.
Yeah.